Welcome to Market Like a Hotshot, episode 47.
3 away from the big 5-0.
5-0, the big 5-0. That's not the age 5-0. We are ready for ARP.
I know, unfortunately, we've already hit that.
We are past that already. ARP members. So, hey, don't call it a comeback. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Our interns have no idea what the heck we're talking about.
Do you know what LL Cool J means?
What does it mean?
You don't know?
No. Little something?
No, ladies love Cool James.
Ladies love Cool James.
Yeah.
Actually, ladies loved Cool Jeff back in the day, so that's why I called it LL Cool J, right?
I forget, it's like James Todd, I forget what his last name is. So in that video, his grandmother's calling him Todd. That's what they always called him.
Wow.
Growing up. So there's an interesting fact about 90s music.
Yeah, is that LL Cool J?
Yeah.
Mama's going to knock you out. So, hey, speaking of comebacks tonight, I'm going to see that new Michael movie.
That looks incredible.
Yeah, it's coming out. It came out today, man. I heard we scrounged for some IMAX tickets. So that's a big comeback. Like Michael Jackson's making a comeback, right?
And the actor that's playing him looks so much like him. I mean, it is his nephew.
It's his nephew.
It's
so
Tito's son.
Tito.
Yeah.
Tito, give me a tissue.
Everyone's favorite Jackson is Tito after Michael.
Tito
right?
Jackson.
Yeah.
So so we're going to talk all about comeback in the world of marketing, in particular. How like some of the old school tactics are coming back, right?
Right. Yeah.
They're making a comeback, and why AI changed everything. And man, we're in. It's not like it's future. It's today, right?
Yeah.
And it's not always for the better. I mean, some of it's getting a little old.
It's getting stale. It's getting sloppy. But
why the human touch, man? That's why I love in-person networking events.
Me too.
And picking up the phone and talking to a human. It's making a comeback.
It is, like being in person, being more personable. And that's like one of the key things we're going to talk about today is really how you can stand out in a world that's drowning.
I mean,
like
in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, drowning.
It's like you're surrounded by AI noise.
And you're looking up the sky, all you see is AI. It's because I mean, it's a great tool. We'll talk more about that.
It's a wonderful, wonderful tool, but it's an incredibly overused tool as well. So
how about the last 18 months?
Yeah,
I mean, if you think about the whirlwind, tornadoes, like a tornado in Oklahoma. How's the last 18 months? What's been going on?
The adoption rate for AI tools has just gone, it's skyrocketed.
Yeah, it's part of everybody's life, and
it's helped productivity go up. I know. I mean, it's not like we use it, but we use it
It's saved me so many times.
Yeah.
And just the time. I mean, especially when you're balancing so many things. A lot of entrepreneurs they probably have 1, maybe 4 businesses. Some have 50 businesses. I'm sure it's helping with productivity. Right?
Absolutely.
But the worst part about it is, and I think it's more of an adjustment in the world of employment.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because you and I were at an event maybe a couple months ago where people were talking about the whole AI, it's not, people aren't losing jobs because of AI, but then I saw a report the other day that, 1 million jobs or so have gone away because of AI. So there's people, Meta just recently, I think they're going to cut their workforce by 10%.
Yeah, wow.
Salesforce had a big layoff to move people to AI. Lego my ego. Lego had the best April Fool's thing, and I just wanted to slip this in there, that they had, with all the AI layoffs, their April Fool's prank was that they were cutting like 5% of their workforce and replacing them with smart bricks.
Smart bricks. Nice.
And smart bricks are like...
Oh, no, you're giving me a nightmare now. The brick dude.
You're thinking of the brick dude that you always see.
Oh, go away, dude.
He's going to comment on our podcast. He's like, hey, why don't you guys like me? But kind of like, the bottom line is this, is that what we're seeing is that the AI honeymoon, that phase is ending.
Yeah. Well, it's not a honeymoon. It's here, but... Yeah, you're right. They're having your first fight. It's like a marriage. No offense, hon, we never fight, but it's sometimes you're in a relationship. You have your good days and your bad days, right?
Right.
And honeymoon phase is over. You have good AI days and bad AI days, right? But some AI content's really good. I mean, I tell you, it blows you away. But you feel a little guilty that it's like I got to tweak it to make it a little more human, like the old days, right? but some of it's slop, man. I hate all those emojis.
Oh my goodness. It's like, yeah, and you see them on LinkedIn. It's like you see the word meaningful, and there's a few other key phrases that you'll
Oh,
see.
the
on
dash.
there. Yeah. Although you want to know something funny is that we have a client that has requested that we put emojis in our posts. We weren't putting them in them for them. And now we put them in there, and I'm like, crap, people are going to think this is AI generated.
JVFAIsolutions.com.
Right.
But, it overwhelms and people are numb. That's why we're going to get into some kind of old school marketing tactics that are making a comeback. You have to balance it, and then you have to balance it out. You have to balance out how you're marketing your craft, your product, your service. And I'm saying the word craft because I went to a great music panel last night at CIC Boston, AMA Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some high-powered musicians were there.
Wow.
High-powered. I mean, big executives in the music industry, in the marketing world. So I don't know why I brought that out, but it's just it's one of those things. So, and the thing is, when everybody automates everything, what happens, right?
Yeah, it's when the humans that show up in person, they become the ones that stand out.
Yeah, exactly.
When you give a client a phone call and they're like, whoa, I'm talking to a real person,
Yeah. So here's a good one. Monkeys Playing with Fire.
It's...
Monkeys Playing with Fire. That's a great song.
I didn't even know that was a song, but...
Well, there's a Skid Row song called Monkey Business.
Monkey Business, yep, I love that.
That's a great song, man. Sebastian Bach, baby.
He's got some pipes.
Yeah, he's screaming. We'll break that window over there.
He's quite the singer.
Shout out to Sebastian Bach.
I know, who's taken over for Twisted Sister now. Huh?
Yeah, is that right? D. Snyder's retired.
D. Snyder's out. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that like a lot of times people are using AI, they're using those tools without really any strategy, without any training, and without really understanding what they're using it for.
Yeah.
And I have people come up to me all the time. They're like, oh, I got this AI tool and it does this, 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 and this. And I'm like, okay, what's it doing with your client data? They just they
don't know.
Yeah.
And they're creating content with really no message, no real human-like message or purpose or audience or clarity because you have the dashes everywhere.
It's really just mass-produced, low-effort, low-volume noise. And you see that all over social media, right? I mean, it's like you can't, like you see the same types of images because everyone's using ChatGPT to create, they're like, do a graphic that does this, 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 and this. I mean, Canva, when that came out, made life a lot easier for people that were doing graphic design. And it opened a lot of doors in a really good way. And now what ChatGPT and AI tools do is it's like, all right, instead of you actually having to draw your graphic and drag and drop stuff, you just do a prompt. And, it has that look. And it's just, I just don't like that look.
And it's even like LinkedIn photos today.
Yeah.
I interviewed a candidate. Their LinkedIn photo looked good.
Yeah.
And I interviewed him. I was like, oh, is this the same person? I mean, now they're starting to create their own like AI-generated LinkedIn photos, which I do not recommend, because that is that your brand? Is your brand? Are you a cartoon or not?
Yeah, I mean I see a lot of ads. There's a lot of ads, and then there's a photographer. I don't know if he's a photographer, but there's somebody I see his promoted posts that are, here's my AI-generated headshots for people.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, okay, so then they see you in person. Like, remember the dating apps used to do all that stuff where people would, they'd post, a photo of them that was,
20 years ago.
20 years ago, all muscles, and then, you see them in person.
They got more muscles in their stomach than they do in their shoulders.
So it's kind of like false advertising, but I don't know about you. I've become so suspicious that even there's some TV ads. I forget the name of the company, but there's one in particular where there's an actress who I swore was AI generated. I had to look her up and see if she was a real person, but she looked so fake. I thought it was AI.
She had Botox face.
Yeah, she was. It was crazy. So I mean, the thing is that it's not the tools that make you a marketer, right?
Yeah,
it's the strategy.
Yeah, strategy, right? Without a doubt. So in the comeback, let's talk about the comeback. Human first marketing.
That's really
This is where we don't call it a comeback.
Yeah.
We're human. Ears, mouth, hands, You got Victoria over there. She's got the same thing. We're all human. We
See,
shake
if Jeff
hands.
were AI, Virginia, he'd say your name right all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
We would
That's
hope.
how I know he was replaced by a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a robot.
Something would go wrong. It's like we went a whole episode with Jeff saying your name right the whole time.
Now she has a new one now, Valerie.
Yeah, Valerie.
Valerie, that's her new name.
All the V names.
We're gonna keep them going there, right? Victoria, Veronica, Valerie. Virginia.
Well, the worst thing is that it's like contagious because at our live show, I'm like, I go, Virginia.
Oh, damn, I got her name wrong again.
And then it's funny because I had somebody named Victoria that I needed to reach out to, and then
You called her Virginia.
no, I said, oh, I gotta reach out to Victoria, and then Reagan's like, you mean Virginia? And I'm like, no, the real
The real Victoria. So we got back to our little topic here about the comeback. The AI content floods the world, but people want realness and authenticity. Can I say that today?
Yeah,
Is a comeback, right? Personal connection. We talk about one-to-one marketing.
Yeah, we had a great episode on that.
Yeah, I think it was like episode 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Check
one of the
that
early
one.
ones.
Check that one out. And then, the personal connection, as you running networking events and having in-person networking events. I did a survey once to the mass professional networking community. Do you want in-person or virtual? 95% wanted in-person. And this was right after COVID. I mean, I can imagine now. So what other stuff do we have here?
Well, I mean, one thing to think about is how the more automated the world becomes, the more valuable you become when you're a person and you're out there and being real.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be, the automation piece should be like your little sidekick, but
Yeah.
the interaction should be human, right?
It should be. I mean, there's a time and a place for automation. And in fact, there was somebody I was working with that had requested that we don't use any automation for her stuff. She wanted it personally send an email response to everybody. She didn't want it to be automated. And I'm like, I respect that. I think that's, it's a lot of work. And a lot of people would just be like, I can just, buy a product or do this or do that, and it gets it automated.
The only thing I would want to AI automate is a car salesman. That's about it. Well, otherwise, that's probably the only one.
Yeah, I mean, not even using AI though, but
Yeah.
like having that personal connection versus, setting up like automation like we do for a lot of different things.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially if you're a solopreneur, you almost have to. But
You do, because you got to do the work of 30 people. So.
Yeah. Fine. He has 30 hats.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So, hey, let's call into don't call it a comeback technique.
Mhm.
One-to-one marketing. We just mentioned it earlier.
Yeah. I mean, people are just getting sick and tired of being mass marketed too.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Sometimes I'll see the personalized emails that say, "Hey, first name."
Yeah.
You ever see that one?
Yes.
And it's like someone didn't set up their automation correctly.
Hey, I didn't know my first name is first name.
Yeah.
All right. And then, the personal outreach seems a little more refreshed when it's real, it's personal,
Yeah.
one-to-one. Especially if you sell a product or service, you don't want to post like crazy on social media. Of course, you got to post a product here and there, but that should be only 20%. 80% should be more personalized, right? In the one-to-one marketing, personalized direct messages. I've been getting a lot of direct messages lately from people.
Me too. And unfortunately, a lot of them are
Spam.
automated. Spam.
Yeah, so don't automate them.
like, we
Actually, pick up your phone and say, "Hey, Veronica, I'm going to text you right now," right? Instead of, Veronica's going to get an automated Jeff text.
You got to have a name for him that's not Jeff.
I really do.
She already calls you Jason.
I know.
John.
Poor Virginia. Like when her internship ends, she's
I'm going to miss her.
What did
desperately.
Are
What-
you?
what-
Who are you going to miss, Virginia or Victoria?
All the above. I'm going to miss you really bad.
I'm definitely gonna miss her a lot. But yeah, I mean, along those ways, it's like, I get a lot of these automated things where somebody will use the in-mail feature on LinkedIn and just be like, we do this, 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 and this, and then I look at it, I read the first couple sentences and delete it.
I delete it.
But I'm like,
I'm getting mean now. I'm actually hitting the block spam thing when people do that. because I don't want another message from them.
Yeah, I don't want.
You know,
any
because you know
different-
what's even better? Handwritten notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone here out there know how to write? I think a lot of people, younger, not to pick on younger people, they don't know how to write.
Well, they
anymore.
don't teach cursive in school anymore.
They don't
Did you
teach
know that?
cursive, so it's like they pick up a phone.
Yeah.
But you know, this is a little customer service technique. You have customers out there, clients, send them a handwritten card. There was something called send out cards way back. I don't know if that's still around.
Still around. It is still around.
And yeah, just to have a handwritten card. Thank you for becoming a customer. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary. If they see your real signature, that's probably going to go a long way than some fast direct message that you're going to get, right?
Yeah. I mean, my aunt, I called her this week for her birthday, and it was good. We talked for about an hour. And
It's amazing how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, one of the things we talked about is doing karaoke again.
Oh,
She
boy.
came out
A little
with
bit
my cousins. when we
Metallica,
met.
Fade to Black.
Yeah, even though she saw us, she was there when we did Fade to Black.
No, we
My
did
poor
Master.
aunt-
We did Master.
Oh,
of
Master
Puppets.
of Puppets, yeah.
I just
My
heard
poor-
Fade to Black today. That's
My
the most
cousins are
amazing
used to
song.
me with that type of stuff, but my poor aunt, she's wonderful though. So Auntie, I hope she had a wonderful birthday this week.
Happy
And
birthday, Auntie. But the personalized approach, handwritten notes, voice notes, it cuts through the noise,
Yeah.
right? It's more humanized. You're actually hearing a real voice, not a Drake rapper auto-tune voice. You're hearing a real voice, right? And it also builds that trust because you want people to know, like, and trust you
Right.
as with human interaction. One-to-one is the new one-to-many, baby.
True.
That's the way it works, right? And, virtual events are kind of like we just talked about, right? 5% of the mass professional community wants to do virtual events.
I get invited all the time to virtual events, and I'm like,
I hate them, man.
I can't. I mean, you and I met on if you really. think
That
about
was
it,
the
right?
best part of a virtual event right
Yeah.
here. Market like a
Nah.
Hotshot would not have existed because of that virtual event.
I know.
So, but that was a different time and place, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, you and I, we both did really well in that networking group that we were a part of. But, now that we don't have to be, and well, shout out to Brian Daly and Epic. And
Oh, yeah.
for
That's
having
still
an
going on,
incredible-
I get
Yeah.
the emails. Wow.
Yeah, they had a meeting yesterday. I didn't have a chance to jump on, but with all of them being in Florida, you and I being up here, we didn't
Yeah.
get to I'd be so jealous that they're all getting together, and it just to see people in person. It was kind of
That
cool.
was the
you do
best
that.
because I actually went to an in-person event with Brian and the organization in 2022 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome seeing them all in person. You're going from Hollywood Squares, seeing everybody's face, to actually realize how short some people are.
Yeah. Well, Brian actually surprised me. I didn't realize he's as tall as I am.
Yeah, he's tall, right? And then we're not going to names, but there's some people that are short.
Yeah.
And
There's
I'm
some-
short, man.
And there's
I've-
some people that are really, but I know who you're talking about. But it's funny. It's like, there was one person in the group that, and with another shout out to Coach Trev. He met up with Trev and I, and Trev's taller than I am.
Mhm.
I'm 6
Coach
feet.
Trev.
Coach Trev is like what, 6'2"?
6'2", man.
Yeah, he's a good couple inches taller.
So he's got to be tall to play those drums.
Yeah.
He played those drums at the marathon out in Wellesley somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw a social media post. Oh, marathon, by the way, not to roam around. Shout out to the marathoners out there. I was at mile 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Chelsea Clinton go by.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you could tell because she had these big dudes are all around her running.
Really?
Well, it was probably Secret Service or
They
something.
had Secret Service on the marathon route. That's crazy.
But they
Never
weren't,
thought about
They
that.
weren't on top of her, but
Yeah.
they were. You could tell. Why is this guy in a suit running next to her?
Imagine that.
It's pretty obvious.
All right, who can run 26 miles?
Hey, they ran 26 miles. But
Yeah.
but in-person events, energy. It's nothing like the energy of an event. You come to my events, right? And then community. Community's great. You just don't get that, and that's where marketing kind of went off the handle a little bit. And we want some of these old techniques are coming back, right? So, and if you want to stand out, show up. I always say show up to the events. And then, so how about here's some real old school stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Another comeback technique: printed materials. Remember, I got a direct mail in the mail today. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, I have friends that they send out cards, they send out their materials. So it's kind of nice to get something in the mail that's fun.
We don't want to put the postal workers out of work. Right? So, physical items, sometimes they feel premium, right?
Yeah.
You got a
And
brochure.
they feel real. Like, that's really the key.
So why is it making a comeback? Why is print, you think, making a comeback?
I think it's because it's more tangible. So, you'll save an email, throw it in a folder, but sometimes you have a photo or, you get a nice letter.
Yeah.
You frame it and you put it on the wall, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
And they put a lot of work into that too. It's not like a
Yeah.
5-minute email. You're actually
Yeah.
designing a brochure, and it becomes memorable.
It does.
Incredible too, I would think, because they're putting a little effort into their marketing, and that's where the old school marketing still, I don't think, will ever go away, because, and then you have less competition because so many people are so AI driven and direct message driven that you're actually standing out, and that's all what marketing is all about.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking for shortcuts. That's the bottom line. I mean, we know somebody who's the perfect Mr. Shortcut is always looking for ways to do more and be out there. But what you lose, you do get efficiency by doing that.
Yeah.
What you lose is the humanity of it.
That's awesome stuff. So, event handouts, not to divert, but Small Business Expo is coming up next month in Boston. They have a whole table, like a networking table of all handouts.
Yeah.
A lot of direct mail, and it's really cool. We got to market like a hotshot.
We're going to get our QR codes there.
Get our QR codes. Pocket guides, printed frameworks are good. Of course, business cards. I'm guilty of it. I didn't use business cards for a while, but still like the old school business card is good, especially, build a card that really stands out, not a basic white and black or black and white business card.
Yeah, there's I met somebody that had this really, really nice business card where it had foil on it. And
Foil?
It looked so elegant, and I'm like, where do you even get this printed
So,
out?
all right, so the best business card of all, shout out to Suzanne Wee.
Oh, yeah.
She has a milk chocolate bar business card. Or, no, it's dark chocolate, which is
Yeah.
better for you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well,
That's
Sue was our winner at the live event.
That's right.
She won the 2 tickets to the Taste of Metro West.
We'll see her on Monday. Taste of Metro West, by the way. Yeah, we'll see. We're going there.
This will get released right a few hours before we
April
go there.
27th at the new Renaissance Hotel in Framingham.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That's
Yeah.
going to be a fun event.
Yeah, that's it. Bring your appetite. MetroWest.org. So, and then, we're talking about all that, but digital is very cheap. So this is the Chucky Goldstone approach to the comeback like a hot shot. What's that all about?
Oh my goodness! So storytelling, that's an art that we've kind of lost, especially in an AI-driven world, because AI can mimic stories, but it really can't live them, and you don't have that experience.
Because people want to hear your struggles. They want, because not everybody has a great day, right?
Right.
They want to hear, your wins, and then, of course, learn from it. The lessons and from your journey is really important. That's why stories, like how did we get started with Market Like a Hotshot? Here we are in episode 47. We're almost a year into this.
Right.
5 weeks away.
If you remember last week when we were heading into Cambridge, we had a quick call with Zach, one of our original producers.
That's right. I remember that.
Zach was with us at the beginning of it, and he was like, he got to hear where we've gone with it, and he's been following us ever since.
So a great example, like if you wanted to market your podcast, come see us, because we'll tell the story. We've had, of course we had some setbacks here and there. Equipment doesn't work, stuff happens. Interns are like, what the hell happened to the interns?
They take over.
It's like, and all that.
You and I get kicked out of our seats and someone replaces us.
Exactly, yeah, April Fool's jokes.
No, but I mean, it's... We've learned a lot, going through this process, and that's something where, you have to understand, if things just go smoothly all the time, it's not exciting. It's not a story. Imagine, Rocky, where, and that's probably an older movie, but any.
You ever hear the movie Rocky?
I've watched them all.
Oh, you have.
Oh, so you heard
So
Rocky.
yeah, it's instead of Rocky, all right, he gets the big fight with Apollo Creed, and then he knocks him out in the first round.
Mama's gonna knock you out.
Yeah, here we go.
LL Cool J.
But I mean,
Don't
that's
call
not
it
exciting. It's
yeah.
like people want to see, they want to hear the story. They want to
Yeah.
know about the struggles. It's like, if I just built a business and now I'm a multi-billionaire. It's like, that's not really exciting. I mean, when you hear people tell the stories about the struggles, like on Shark Tank, I love watching Shark Tank because you see these entrepreneurs on there.
Yeah.
And the stories that they're sharing are real.
There are. Well, how about the School of Hard Knocks? I mentioned that before. The guy goes around to billionaires and millionaires, and he always asks the question, were you ever broke?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever struggle? Were you down? Were you at the bottom? Most entrepreneurs were. They all. That's the difference between a successful entrepreneur and an unsuccessful one. Successful one doesn't quit, right? They come back. They learn and they grow. So that's why you want to don't call it a comeback, right? So how about craftsmanship? That's another great technique.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that like craftsmanship and quality is like a rare thing these days because, I was showing Virginia earlier.
Who's Virginia?
I know.
Sorry.
Showing Virginia earlier.
We only got 2 more weeks to do this, right?
I know.
All right, so
I was showing her a post. I'm not going to say where it was, but it was on an important place. And at the bottom, it said something like, this is appropriate for this situation. So like it was clear that someone used AI to generate it.
Yeah.
And it had part of, how when you generate content, it's going to say, okay, be like, okay, Jeffrey, here's your post in this style. And then at the end, if you want me to improve it more, say this. Like that last line was still in there. And I'm like, copy paste. You got to be a lot more careful.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you see that there's no emotion, there's no story, it's just facts. It's boring.
It's boring. People are craving better. They really are. Because higher quality content with a personalized approach, it stands out more. You want to stand out. That's what marketing is all about. You want to come back like a Hotshot, do some of the old school, mix it up a little bit to stand out.
It's like along the lines of how you say, I think you're the one that says this, like you want to be the green person in the red room, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's like that's an easy way to stand out is by not using the same generated slop that everybody else uses.
Yeah, exactly. Write your LinkedIn post. Don't generate from AI, right?
Or if you generate, like, it's fine to use AI to, like, organize your thoughts. And I'll do that a lot. I'll just be like, I'm going to write a post about this. I'm thinking of this, 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 and this. Can you help me arrange it in a logical order? And it does. But then it puts like emojis and words like meaningful that I don't really use.
Meaningful.
Yeah, meaningful.
Meaningful. So
I woke up this morning to a meaningful thought, and it's like it doesn't sound like me, but like when it organizes it for me, then I just go in and I'm like, all right, perfect. I'll reorder.
What's another word for meaningful, right? So how about, all right, so comeback energy, right?
Yeah.
Hot shot mindset. Well, how do comebacks happen?
Well, they happen when you adapt, you evolve, you stay human, and you stay my tongue.
Strategic. I'll help you there.
That's a hard word to get out.
Yeah.
Even after I didn't have an awake shot, I had your other thing that you.
Oh, yeah. Isotonics turnips found on allahycut.com.
Yeah. We have to have a plug for Jeff's health.
All the time, right? Victoria hasn't bought any from me yet. So
one of these days you're gonna try and call her the wrong name, and you're gonna call her the right one, and that's gonna be hilarious.
What the hell's Virginia? But well, marketers that thrive in the AI era will be the ones that combine what?
Well, human creativity, human connection, human presence, and human insight.
Yeah. Notice what word you've said 4 times?
Human.
Human. Learn that, right?
I mean, you want to use AI as a tool, not as a crutch. Like, you hit your limit on ChatGPT or whatever subscription you have, and some people, they're screwed because, they're like, crap, my AI is now, what do I do?
It says, it gives you, if you use the free version, it says, okay, you can't prompt anymore. Then what do you do? I'm going to go to Perplexity, a Claude, or whatever.
Or, think about this realistically, right? How many times have we seen, like, Facebook or AWS or Google Cloud or something, some technology down? A lot of these people are going to be dead in the water if like Claude or ChatGPT or whatever has an outage.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, it's so much usage. So, all right, now we're humming. That plane is landing at Framingham International Airport, which is otherwise known as Bardage Field. What's some hot shot tactics?
Well, show up in person because that's your new superpower.
Come to our networking events, Mass Professional Networking.
Well, come to if you can come to our live events too.
Yeah, I think June 18th. Right?
Yep, we're going to be announcing we'll have an official announcement, but we have a date. It's going to be June 18th, and we're going to do a official announcement in about a week and a half.
Week and a half or so.
So keep an eye out for that.
Pencil
it's
that.
going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be different. And then that'll be number 4. Our 5th one will probably be back at Kaipi.
Kaipi, yes.
We love Kaipi. It was a good thing. The other thing is you want to use AI as a tool, not a replacement.
No, don't replace people with AI. Replace responsibilities or tasks, but not people. Hire people that know AI to do those tasks. That's what you want to do.
Right.
You want to personalize your outreach. We talked about that. Cards, phone calls, coffee at the local coffee shop.
Yeah.
Personalize it. Meet your customers one-on-one. Meet your potential clients one-on-one. And what else you want to do once you meet those people?
I got Chucky Goldstone in my
Telling
mind.
those stories, man.
Tell those stories.
Tell those stories. And
Tell
you know
the
what?
real stories.
And then when you meet somebody, bring something physical to give them. Whether it's a card or a direct mail, like what you put in direct mail, a brochure, business card. Give them something physical that they remember you, right? And don't focus on quantity. You want quality. And last but not least, this is a funny one.
I love this one. It's you want to be the human in a room full of robots.
Oh man, you'll be the best looking one in the room.
But it feels like Jeff, you go to a ton of more networking events than I do. But when you have those people that jump into pitch mode,
I want to punch them.
right? And it's like you can't physically harm them, but. It's like they're robots, and I've done. That's why I stopped going in online networking events because I'd go, and then people would be like, "Oh, let me do a one-on-one with you." So I do the one-on-one. They're like, "Tell me about yourself." I talk for like 3 minutes. Like, "Tell me about you." Well, and it's like they're pulling out their
like 30
card.
minutes. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like it's an 8-minute speech that they give me. Their 8-minute pitch, and I'm like, okay, like. Someone had one where like the pitch was for men over 60. I'm like, all right, I'm old, but I'm not quite that age yet.
Yeah, I would not be happy if somebody invited me to that.
Yeah. You don't want to be pitch slapped when.
Yeah. So that's the automated world. So go back to shaking hands, talk about sports, get to know each other, talk about music, and whatever it takes to have that personal connection with everybody, and you'll come back like a hot shot if you do that. Right?
Love it.
Love it, man. What a good episode this was.
Great.
I love coming back because us old guys like hearing that, right? So, I say we're on episode 47, so we have quite a library of podcasts, 47 of them, right? 3 of them are live. So, check us out, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, YouTube. And we'll probably be on other platforms soon. The way we're going, we're rocking it now. We're rocking it like a hot shot.
We are. We're having a blast with all of this, and don't forget to just go to marketlikeahotshot.com and check out some of the things on there.
Yep.
We're adding blog posts soon. We have events on there.
Events on there. We have to learn like a hot shot. So we have 3 classes there.
Yeah.
Prospecting like a hot shot, networking like a hot shot.
It's goal setting, negotiating, and networking.
So we got 3 there, and I'll tell you, it's a great place to spend your weekend. What do you think?
Yeah, and this is again not AI generated slop. These are courses that I actually taught.
Yeah, we taught them.
Yeah, these are real courses that I taught to real people, and they're just adopted to be more online.
Yep.
But it uses the same leader's guide, covers the same material, and then I've updated them as well.
Rock it. So check it out.
Yeah.
Market like a hot shot. Come back like a hot shot. Episode 47. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon.